Welcome, AfterBuzzers. We have another Basketball Wives after show for you today. This is Season 8, Episode 8. Shaq shows up, Phoebe practices in her panties, and Kristen has the receipts. Plus, we got Byron and Cece in the building. You already know we're going to talk about all things Basketball Wives. Stay tuned.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
We got all the buzz.
Hey, we're going to have a good show today. Hey, have a good show. Have a good show. We got Byron and Cece in the building. You guys, I'm so excited because these are one of my faves as far as the relationships go on Basketball Wives. Plus, we have tweets, questions before commitment, and a special segment. So stay tuned for all of that. Stay tuned to the end. I'm your host, Miss Conversation Peace. I have Cece in the building. Byron in the building.
What's up?
And Brianna
Cheyenne here. Hello.
I'm so excited, you guys. Let's just get our overall thoughts out there of what you thought when you saw the episode.
Ooh, a lot went on, right?
Yes.
I mean, look, Tammy's talented. Jackie cracks me up. There's never a dull moment with these ladies. A lot of drama though with me, right? At this episode.
This was the perfect episode to have you here.
Yeah.
To clear it up.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. So Byron, what do you think?
Like you said, every show is drama. Seems like, when you get.
You don't want to be in a drama, y'all.
I always say that. I say
and I you know what? Because I'm drama free. First of all, you ask me a question, I'm gonna give you an answer. If you like it, that's fine. If you don't, I don't give a damn. It really doesn't bother me.
Respectful.
So, when doing this show with Cece, doing Basketball Wives, I've learned to just be mellow and just say, listen, and I've told her this, and I've told everybody who watches, at the end of the day, it's me and you, baby.
I love that. That's a real man.
Our C&B island. We're on our C&B island together. All alone.
Brianna, what do you think overall?
The episode kind of got me nervous because I never seen you and OG get into it before.
I know.
So
right?
I was like, whoa.
It was crazy.
It caught me off guard.
Yeah, they didn't show a lot of stuff, but the girls just try to get, OG and I against each other or whatever. I mean, it's just... That's all that's ever happened since day one.
I don't see it lasting, though. A split between you guys.
Yeah, well, no. What happens is Kristen brings up some text messages from over 2 years ago, before we even started filming last season. So OG and I didn't even know each other yet.
Right.
We didn't even know each other. And I was basically... Make a long story short, I was consoling Kristen at the time because I was out of the country. Byron and I were in Acapulco.
Y'all always traveling.
Yes, ma'am.
Always somewhere.
We're working. Traveling. When we're here, we work. And she's my girl. Like, she was my girl at the time. And it was just her and I together, meeting these girls for the first time. At that time, we didn't know anybody else. We only had each other. But we'd gone on the trip, so I left her alone. So this was the first, that scene last year when she filmed at the pool party for OG's party, that was the first time they all really filmed together or, got together. So her and I both didn't know anybody yet.
Right.
And I felt like I left her, and I felt bad that I wasn't there. So when she called me to let me know what had happened, I was all about it. I was like, you're my girl.
You're writing for her.
Right. I'm trying to console her. I'm like, okay, this girl's wants to do what? There's more to the text messages. She actually also called me. So we were on the phone talking because there was just too much texting going back and forth. So she called me and we spoke on the phone. So words were exchanged that you can't see on the text message.
Okay.
And basically I was just replying to her and trying to console her over a girl that we didn't know who's supposed to be, messing with Kristen. She made it sound like OG was, gonna kill her. I was beating her up. Security had to get her off of her. Had to rip the mic off her.
What?
I mean, all this drama was happening, and here I was leaving her by herself.
At the
Oh my goodness.
At the pool party. So I'm over here trying to console her.
Right.
So what she did was use my text messages that I was telling her to console her at the time against me 2 years later.
Okay.
So she's digging in the crates.
So these are 2-year-old text messages. I'm glad you're here, Cece.
I hadn't even met OG yet, so.
Okay, I'm glad you're here to clear it up because my overall thoughts were I'm just trying to see the women do prosperous things. I love to see Shani doing what she's doing with you know, just her businesses and just showing her kids that she's working hard, and even though they're privileged, they're able to have a business mind and have, you know, whether they want to be athletes or business-minded people, they just are well-rounded kids.
Great
and I love to see stuff like that. So we'll just get into it. She's starting her real estate empire by investing into Inglewood, which is super important because they're now building a stadium out there. A lot of things are going to be prosperous in that area. So she has a millionaire state of mind, and she wants her kids to have that as well, and to see her working hard and not just be a woman who, I guess, gets money from a man. And I think Phoebe also said the same thing. She wants people to see her working hard. And how do you feel as a basketball wife? Because we know that you have a business as well.
Yes, I do.
Just being respected and not being labeled as I'm just arm candy, because you're beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Well, you know, I started my business a little later in life, so I became a nurse first. So, you know, working as a single mom, I became an RN. I had got my BSN, and I started working in the operating room. So my background is trauma operating room. But at the same time, I thought, oh my God, every day, every night, I'm in here saving lives. It's crazy. It's scary. Sometimes it's depressing, and you go home and you want to do another side of nursing that's a little bit more interesting, a little more fun. So at the same time, I got into aesthetic nursing, which brought me into the medical spa industry. And after about 10 years, I decided to open up my own medical spa, and I've ran my own business since then. And then recently, in the last year and a half, I merged with a bigger company, and now we are like 25 locations.
Wow.
Partnered up with Sephora. Yeah.
She's doing big things.
Partnered up with Sephora.
I love to see that happening and using the platform. We see that Shaquille has shown up. He's never been on the show.
Yeah.
This is season 8. We saw him on the FaceTime the first episode. Now he's actually showing up. He's showing his restaurant, and we get to see. Have y'all eaten there?
Very cool. I haven't been.
I haven't either, not yet.
I haven't either.
We're going. I mean, he has the Kobe burger, and then he has the Shaquille burger, and we don't eat meat. That's the only thing.
Yeah, that's the thing.
If he has fish on the menu,
A Byron bass.
Right. That's a good idea.
if he has fish on the menu,
So
then
what's
I'm gonna go check it out.
the camaraderie like? Because I feel like the basketball wives, they have to stick together, but the basketball men, like the coaches and the basketball players, how do you guys like have your camaraderie?
Totally different.
I'm sure.
Not a lot of drama. Everybody loves one another. We respect each other's position. Being that if you're a head coach, or if you're an assistant coach, or if you're the third coach, or if you're a behind the bench coach, everybody's very well respected because we know we all have a job to do. So the one thing that I do miss about coaching, I mean, obviously I miss the camaraderie. That's the biggest thing, is in the camaraderie with my coaching staff, because with coaching staff, you're going to be together 9 months out of the year. So you're going to get to know each other extremely well. And that's the one thing, you know, since I've been out of coaching, that I truly do miss, because I had some great coaches that are just great people. Still see them to this day, still stay in contact with them to this day. And the same thing with my ex-teammates. You know, I see Magic, you know, almost 2 or 3 times a week at the gym.
Oh, really?
We're always talking. Play golf with James Worthy. AC Green is my daughter's godfather. You know, so you know, I still have a relation. Kareem, you know, I still see Kareem. You know, so Michael Cooper, I can keep going. But I mean, we all still have a relationship. You know, so it's totally different, I think, than most women. You know, because.
Because we drop like flies.
Yeah,
you know, we
got friends all the time.
We just, you know, we kind of hang on because of things that we've been through on the basketball court and off the basketball court, and we have a friendship that's everlasting.
Teamwork, I feel like, helps, I guess, keep you guys together, because when you're just meeting up to have brunch and talk about other people,
it's different.
It's
different.
It's draining.
Yeah.
Very draining, but it's just good to see Shaquille's business is flourishing, Shawnee's business is flourishing. The kids are doing well. Sharif, they were celebrating the fact that he's able to get back into sports. Now, you being a coach, what do you think about this situation? Do you feel like you know, when you have a major surgery like this, it may be time for you to coach, or, you know, like you maybe need to find another avenue other than playing. Yeah.
No, I mean he's young. I mean with the medicine today and technology, I'm not saying that, you know, having heart surgery is not a big deal, because it's a huge deal. You know, and all of us are so happy that Sharif is back on the basketball court and he got clearance from the doctors to be able to resume his college career, and hopefully, you know, next couple of years he'll be in the NBA as well. You know, so as a coach, though, if I'm coaching that young man, I'm gonna be a little leery at the beginning, because I'm gonna definitely want the doctors to make sure that he is 110% and that we can go through a very strenuous training camp or practices and things of that nature, because he's gonna be tested.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, his ability to get up and down the floor, you know, especially with that heart, you know, that blood pumping, you know, it's a tricky thing, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for him. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for Shaq, and I'm happy for Shanice, because I know how much they love that young man. My son coached him at Crossroads when they won the championship, so I got a chance to see him play a couple of times in high school. So I'm excited to see him play this year.
Is there like a key piece of advice you would want to give him when it comes on to getting back on the court and easing his way back in there?
You know, I think at this time it's all about just being patient. You know, he definitely has to ease his way into it. He can't try to just, you know, get from 1 to 100, you know, that quickly. It's got to be steps, and he has to understand it's going to be a process.
Right.
And when he gets to the point where he feels extremely, you know, healthy and strong again, where he doesn't have to think about the heart or think about his breathing and things of that nature, then I think that's when it's, you know, 100%
Listen to the doctor.
Yeah, it's been a process because, you know, Shaquille, he's you know, shows up and we're like surprised because he hasn't been here in 8 seasons, but he's here now. It's just so amazing to see the relationship that they have, and it's just good.
Co-parenting.
Yes, co-parenting, but the only thing that's sad is the kids. They're like, they're
like, what's going on?
Right, I don't know.
Weird.
I'm not your baby anymore. Like, I'm grown. I'm smoking weed. All this stuff. But mom is cool. She's right. Mom is the cool mom. It seems like, and Shaq is like, hey.
He's just a goofball. Shaq is just so goofy.
He is so
But
funny.
he wants that old thing back.
No, he does not.
Is it just flirt with Shani?
But he's flirtatious. I think he's just a flirtatious guy.
Is that why she left him?
I agree. I think
I'm not saying anything. Whenever I say something.
Well, it's also happy times for Tammy. She actually missed the San Diego trip just like you. She wasn't part of the
We both
mess.
dodged the bullet. Yeah.
But she got a rundown from Jackie and, you know, OG, and they were basically telling her what was going on. And so she said she's going to ride for OG because, you know, she wasn't there for her, you know, throughout this whole, what Phoebe's doing and all these girls are coming after her.
Well, Tammy and OG are tight. I mean, they get along real well. So, you know, I'm not surprised. Tammy and I are cool too. It's just that sometimes I think when I'm not around and the girls are talking about me, the girls that are telling Tammy stuff are usually girls that don't like me. So
it's
she's
one-sided.
getting to that. Right. And Tammy and I never, ever got a chance to really get to know each other. But for the most part, Tammy and I are cool.
I was going to ask you what was your relationship like with Tammy, because you don't really see you guys shoot a lot. And I was going to ask the same thing about Evelyn with your relationship with her, because she feels a serious type of way when it comes on to the whole Kristen thing. And I'm just like, do you have some type of relationship with Cece to feel this way?
Oh, with Evelyn?
Evelyn, yeah.
You know, she's another one that never really got to know me either.
Right.
So she's just been, you know, overnight became Kristen's, you know, one of her BFFs, and then never got to know me.
Was it because she made that comment to you, like you were happy time at your spa? Or
from
something?
last season.
Right. Like they didn't even.
Happy ending.
Yeah, they didn't know me at all. So.
And they just made these rumors, right?
Well, supposedly someone started the rumor and told them.
Because it was a joke or something?
And then they said it was a joke, that the rumor was a joke when it was told to them.
And so from there, you
got out
were
of
never
hand.
able to like make amends with Evelyn, or you just didn't feel like
Well, no, Evelyn and I actually made amends in Amsterdam.
Okay.
And we were cool for a while, and then we were cool, you know, earlier in the year. And then I don't know. I mean, this is all a big surprise to me. But you know, look, I shouldn't be surprised because she is Kristen has become really good friends with both Shawnee and Evelyn, and that's cool.
It is cool, but it's also cool that Tammy is thinking about being a rapper now. She used to be signed in 1993. What is this? 2019?
Tammy is very talented.
You don't lose the talent.
Right. Like what can she not do? Like Tammy,
she can't twerk. That's it.
True that. I saw that. I think I twerk better than Tammy.
Tatiana Trill might.
Tatiana Trill might.
Okay. I would see Tatiana Trill and you want to twerk off. And we would see who would come out on top.
Twerk?
I can twerk.
Yeah.
I can. So that's for another time. That's for another time.
Over here like, yup.
That's for another time.
Sure can.
Well, she was getting some help in the twerk department from Yo-Yo, which is a legendary figure in the game, in the rap game. And I was just good. It was good to see that, this person who is helping her daughter Jazz is now going to help Tammy do her thing, and I'm here for it. Like, I want to see her rap. I want to see her spit. And
we saw a little bit of it tonight, right? And it was cute.
It was cute.
I like that accent she put on. That British accent was hilarious.
She's hilarious.
She's talented.
She is talented.
Yeah, she had me rolling. So let's talk about how our fans love us, Brianna. Just let them know how much we appreciate them.
Yes, I want to say thank you so much for making AfterBuzz the ESPN of TV talk. We appreciate everybody tuning in every single week, not just with Basketball Wives, but every show we have here. We really appreciate it. Make sure, if you're watching right now, to comment, subscribe on YouTube, and give us a thumbs up. Also, give us 5 stars if you're listening to us on iTunes. Comment on our social media. Follow us on our social media. That's how we're able to get amazing guests like Byron and Cece here. So, again, thank you so much, everyone. Love you so much, and see you again next week.
Yes, thank you guys so much. I want to get into Evelyn, Kristen, and Jen when they meet for lunch. They basically are going at you, Cece.
Right.
Like you were watching it for the first time just like we were. They were ready to expose you for this text. How do you feel watching that?
I mean, obviously she had to find something on me to bring up. And the way she pulled it up, there's no way it could have been pulled up that easily because this is from 2 years ago. So, I'm just watching this like, okay, whatever. You know what went on. I know what went on.
So when were you and Kristen good friends, and when did it stop being good friends?
We were good friends from the day we met to about the first 5 minutes of being on Basketball Wives.
Wow.
That's so crazy because I was paying attention to that scene when she said that you guys were having that conversation, and she said, me and Cece were really good friends at that time. And then I'm like, girl, last season you said we were just surface.
Hello.
So I'm like, well, which one is it?
Yeah, that caught me off guard too. So,
yeah, I'm sure
truth
that
comes out.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so they showing the receipts, and we'll get into that later about how they're just trying to every episode figure something out about Cece and how to be mad at Cece.
I just want to say sorry real quick. Lavon said Evelyn Lozada has been jealous of Cece since been pimping. Since pimping been pimping? Since pimping been pimping.
Okay.
Wow, that's been a while, right? That's been a little while.
And Cece Freak says Kristen is so fake. They're really going in on here. Okay, yeah, I'm just going to end it right there.
So Kristen is so fake. So Phoebe, we see her practicing for her show. Did you go?
I did go. That was that whole thing where they bring up the text message and Tammy comes up to me and says, but we saw what you texted. That was the show. So that was the private area we had, and then we go down and watch her
But
concert.
you left before she was performing. You didn't
it seems.
Or did you?
Girl, I got my groove on that night. I was dancing with Tammy. Tammy was there. I was dancing with OG and Jackie, and I didn't think I left. I was there having fun. Yeah.
The producers are a mess.
Why they edit you like that, girl? Why they do you like that?
I don't know. Look, me and OG, we're good.
Well, Phoebe was feeling a little nervous. This was her first time performing in LA, showing her skills. She has label people coming. She's trying to get a deal. She don't want to be in the spotlight as I'm a basketball baby mama.
Right. And we were all there to support her. So that was the main thing, was to support her. And even though I know that walking into a room full of women like this, I would probably get attacked, which I usually do. I still went to support her. So do I feel the support back on the certain things that I do? Not all the time, but I was there. I didn't leave.
Yeah, you were even there giving Evelyn advice for her skincare line, telling her all that stuff.
But you know what? Blessings are going to come your way regardless.
Thank you.
Because when you do things out of the kindness of your heart, regardless of how other people treat you, you don't even have to worry about it because you're going to get it right back.
Thank you.
So they're basically saying that OG is mad that Phoebe didn't own up to her ish talking. She said the line about, you know, her wearing fake stuff, and she admitted it to the girls that she said it about her. But when OG called her out, she was like, nah, I
saw
don't know what
that.
you're talking about.
Yeah.
But
I saw that.
it's so
Byron.
much hypocritical things going on.
I think, you know, a lot of, I'm just going to put it out there, I think a lot of the girls are scared of OG. I've said it
Yeah.
time and time again.
Absolutely.
I wasn't there when
for
it was
good reason. They better be scared of OG.
You love OG.
I do. I love OG because OG's real.
Yeah.
I love
You guys
Jackie's
vibe.
real.
We do.
You know, so I love real people. I mean,
Yeah.
again, if I ask you a question, I want an answer back, and I want it to be truthful.
Right.
You know, and I can deal with that. You know, negatively or positively. I just like real people. So.
Because you're
You know,
strong.
real see real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's like
absolutely.
game. You know, game represents game. And so,
So how big are you guys on forgiveness? Because I feel like in real life, if you're beefing with someone and you say something bad about them, it's not across a national network.
I mean, I'm big on forgiveness. I mean, I can honestly say that I don't have a single enemy in the world besides what's developing here. I hate
The
to say
family situation.
Yeah, that's tough. And then the people surrounding the family, you know. But I am a very forgiving person. I mean, I've gone through so much in my life where I forgave so many people that close to me, you know, very close to me. I mean, we're not going to go deep into that, but there's a lot of stuff that's happened, you know, over the years, over my life, raising my son, you know, single mother, and my son's dad. My son's dad married my best friend, and
I'm sorry.
but when
I mean,
he got together with my best friend, who was going to be the maid of honor at my wedding. She was like my sister, and my son was 8 months old.
Shut up,
And
Cece, no.
ever since Jared was 8 months old, we took turns every other week. So it was hard because the judge, at 21 years old, the judge granted us 50-50 custody because they had to factor in the fact that I am in school full time to be a nurse, as well as working. I was a bartender and I was a personal trainer at Gold's Gym. So they factored in how many hours of studying, work, and schooling, and you know, there's no and Jared's dad's a great dad. So the judge granted us 50-50 custody. At 21, I was going to court where my girlfriends were celebrating their birthdays in Vegas. So it's been tough, and I've been through it. That's why sometimes some of the things that the girls are doing, it doesn't faze me.
Yeah.
And that's why some of the viewers are like, why isn't she saying anything? Or and a lot of the times it gets cut off. But
So you're not saying that you're not willing to stand up for yourself, you just prefer peace and to be quiet?
no, I mean, I'll be honest. There are times when I do say things and it's not shown.
Yeah.
Or there's certain things that, like, all of a sudden something happens and I'm like, so? Like, it's not a big deal. Like, do you understand what I've gone through?
Yeah,
like,
you have to mature fast.
Yeah, and not only that, I mean, I've dealt with working in a trauma hospital, saving lives, pulling bullets out of people's brains and bodies. Like, to me, I can handle stress well. So that's just, you know, my thing.
Girl, you doing your thing, and Jackie has been doing her thing in the living room with her treadmill because
she's
she's
great.
like, I gotta get back in shape. I need to be
Look,
snatched.
Jackie's beautiful. She is so funny. I mean, from the treadmill to the goats, yoga goats. I mean, what is next? I mean, she's just, I mean, a day doesn't go by that she doesn't crack. She's like I Love Lucy. You know?
Yeah.
Like, she is
Black
so,
version.
yes, hilarious.
Wacky and just
She makes me happy. I mean, I could have a really bad day, and then when I see Jackie, I'm like, oh my God.
That's the type of energy you want from a friend.
Right.
Yeah.
So Tammy comes in with the eye strips. They're having a wine and dine type of night. And Jackie and OG tell that Evelyn and Jen made up, and Tammy's not happy because she's just not feeling Jen, just like Malaysia isn't feeling Jen.
And I wasn't feeling Jen.
Tammy was hurt. She was hurt by Jen. Yeah. And she says that OG has the truth, like has to tell has the truth about what's going on
With
as far as like, I'm sorry, she's telling her the truth about what's going on with the shirt. Because this is where OG finds out that she really did say it. Because remember, she called out Phoebe.
Phoebe.
Okay. I'm like,
Yeah, I'm talking about the Phoebe thing.
okay.
I'm talking
Especially
about
when
the
I'm not in this scenario, I get a little confused sometimes because
Yeah.
I'm not always there. But okay,
So Jackie has to tell OG the truth.
right.
And Tammy's there.
Right.
And this is where OG learns that it really was said for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
And so
About the shirt being fake.
and that's what made Tammy decide that, I'm not going to all these Ponderosas, but
Right.
I'm gonna go to this one for you.
Yeah.
So what is the camaraderie like with Basketball Wives? I know you're not one just yet, but
I mean, we're supposed to be supporting each other. We all go through the same things. There's always groupies. There's always other girls. There's
how you handle that, girl? I need to know.
There's busy lifestyle. We're always on the road. We're always traveling, juggling, his career and my career, and it's not easy. But I guess, like, to reiterate what Jen said back a couple episodes ago, like, she's feeling we're supposed to all support each other, and she's not feeling the support between the Basketball Wives right now. And it's true. Like, we have our ups, we have our downs, but I mean, a lot of the times they're all down.
So why did you deny the text if it was sent? Because you did it before you knew her, or
The text that I sent to Kristen?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't deny it. I said I don't think I said that, because there were certain things that they said that I said that wasn't aired.
Okay.
And I said, first of all, I don't speak like that, and he knows. I will not just randomly text somebody and say, that's a dumb hoe. I don't talk like that.
Yeah.
So I wanted to know what exactly was said, because that's not my verbiage. I don't talk like that. He knows I never speak like that. So and at the time when I walked in, you have to understand, I'm not knowing what they're going to bring up to me. And then they're bringing up a text or a few texts from 2 years ago. So I'm trying to really quickly
you're not gonna remember.
Right. And then I'm thinking, can we curse on here? Shit. Holy shit. This is something that was said before I ever met OG. Back when it was only Kristen and I, and we didn't know anybody else. And I was just trying to console her because I was angry that somebody was trying to beat up my friend.
Right.
So I wouldn't even doubt that I may have even been repeating something she said, because, like I said, we spoke on the phone in between those texts.
So you expected Kristen to ride for you how Tammy's willing to ride for OG, and it seems like Kristen...
So shady.
I mean, I never denied that I sent her the text. I'm just saying that the way it was delivered is not... I was just trying to console my friend at the time.
Exactly. And Kristen is now walking up to OG, trying to be friends with her, trying to put a wedge into you guys. Like...
Right. I mean, again, I think everybody's scared of OG. I personally think that...
So why are you friends with her?
We just mesh quick. Like, we became friends before all of this could even happen, before I could see how aggressive OG was, before I could see, we just got along so quick, we just clicked, so it was easy for us.
Do you think she's aggressive? Because I feel like people put that label on her, but she says, I'll kill you, but she didn't kill you.
No, and you know what? People say she's aggressive because she's a football player.
Okay.
Right. And I will admit, and I said this, but they didn't air it. I said, she is so sweet, she's so funny, she's so caring, she's not like what people...
If you take her there...
Right.
It will get there.
And I did say this, and it didn't air, that I didn't know OG at the time. And I didn't even know how to spell her name, okay? So I'm trying to Google her, and all I type in is OG football. So, of course, you're seeing, like, this aggressive, and the football gear, and the face paint, and the twerking on somebody's head.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know this girl at the time. So, again, I never said I didn't send the text, but there was a lot that went around it that it never aired. So
I have a question, because based off what you said about the verbiage, I saw in the preview for the next episode, you said, did you ever consider that maybe it was a fake text message, or that she created it, or something like that?
I don't believe it was a fake text message. They were text messages that were sent to each other 2 years ago. So, like, literally right when we were starting episode 7, Kristen and I didn't know anybody yet. It was just her and I coming into the picture.
Okay.
So did you own accountability with OG and apologize to her?
Yeah, at the time,
Okay.
at the party, but they didn't show it.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you
so
did apologize.
I
So
did
you were able to be friends again. And then
Yeah,
not
I mean,
be so
I
serious.
apologized to her, but I said, listen, anything that was said, I said a lot of stuff is getting misconstrued. But I didn't get a chance to really tell her, like, hey, her and I actually spoke on the phone, which of course is not going to be shown.
Right.
She's only going to show the texts after we talked.
Yeah.
And she was mad. She was saying the same things about OG. She was saying, oh, that bitch and that ugly bitch, and she was trying to kick my ass, and the security came up. And then I would respond back to her and go, did you tell her she was an ugly bitch? Did you tell her, whatever.
Oh.
So that's why I was like, listen, those texts did happen, but the way they're making it sound
That's
is
what
not
makes it seem fake.
right.
in a way.
I was
Yeah.
just consoling my friend, and
Got
I didn't
you.
even know OG at the time.
Got
so.
you.
All right. So how was Phoebe's show?
It was good. It was fun. I mean,
you think she has talent?
I'll be honest.
Byron, do
I
you
want to
think
know.
she
I
has
want to know everybody's
talent?
thoughts. It's not just for
Look,
Cece,
you have
for
to
everybody.
understand. I'm 47 and a half, so
So you're not
I
a
do.
city girl or a
I
hot
am
girl
like
yet?
I listen. I'm not up on the times with every single song that's out there right now. Like my younger friends make fun of me all the time. My son makes fun of me.
You know Meg Thee Stallion?
No.
Okay.
Mega Stallion.
Meg Thee Stallion.
Meg the
Hot Girl
Stallion. I have.
Summer.
Do you know who Meg the Stallion is?
No.
We don't know.
We'll show you a music video
See,
after.
okay. See, we
like a
do.
comparison to Phoebe's.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
We
We
can
do.
do
I
that.
mean, I was a dance choreographer, so I was a dancer, but I don't, now that I'm almost 48, things are a little different. We listen to jazz, we listen to R&B, we're not
the
really...
smooth stuff.
Yeah. I mean, we listen to dance music too, but if we do, it's like old school and R&B.
Right.
Yeah. If we go
And
to
hip-hop,
if we go
but
to a
top 40
club, not
hip-hop.
a club, I wouldn't even say a club, but if we go out somewhere and there's music and there's dancing, then of course we're gonna listen to it and jump on the
And
floor
we're always the
have a
one
good
that are,
time.
I mean, we never stop. Like, everybody else is always like, you guys have not even taken a break. When we get out on the dance floor at a club, like, we're 4 hours straight. Not even kidding.
We're trying to roll.
Yeah.
I love
Not even
guys,
kidding.
Your vibe together. It's like you have a friendship. It's more than just, oh, this is my man and this is my woman. It's a genuine friendship, and a lot of people don't understand that's a solid base for a healthy relationship.
Well, that's how it should start.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In the first place, you got to get to know each other and all that good stuff. But it has to start with a friendship.
Right.
It can't be lust all the time.
Because
like
we
most
want to
people
rush
wanna
into
do.
everything
Yeah.
Exactly.
nowadays.
Otherwise, you
gotta
couldn't get
have
through the
some
big
stability.
problems.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just like planting a flower, planting a tree. You got to start at the bottom, and you got to just
Take
kind of
your
work yourself
time.
up. And then those roots, once that tree comes up, those roots are going to be nice and strong.
Yes.
So if you start with a friendship and get to know each other and laugh a lot, because that's what we do. We have so much fun laughing a lot, and making each other laugh and jokes and all that stuff that it keeps our relationship fresh.
That's good.
All right, we're going to have a wedding special or something.
Oh, that sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
What?
A wedding special.
A wedding,
it might-
a wedding
What?
spinoff.
I don't know.
What would it
might
be
too
called?
Public.
What would it be
guys?
called? Like Scott wedding?
Let's not talk about that.
We're gonna have to
Are you
ponder
not
on that
getting
one.
cold feet, are you?
Oh, no.
Oh,
Not at all.
Yeah, I was looking at your Instagram, and he's like the most beautiful girl in the world. He always.
my baby.
That's a real man. Y'all, take notes out here. These men need to take notes. So let's get right into it since we have you here. I want to do a little dating trivia because I want to know if you are ready to be committed.
Okay.
This is called Questions Before Commitment.
Okay.
So we're going to see, are you ready for this commitment?
Okay.
Because we got
This is
questions.
lifelong,
All right.
okay?
Okay, all right.
So, Miss Conversation
It's not
Piece
gonna
has
happen
all these
again,
questions. We're going to see how well you guys know each other.
Let's do it.
All right, let's go.
Okay. This is for Cece.
All right.
What is Byron's middle name?
Anton.
Okay, great job. Okay, we're gonna get the best 3 out of 5, okay?
Okay.
Byron. Who is Cece's oldest friend?
Wow. Her oldest friend?
Or best friend?
Her best friend is Ross.
Oldest friend. Oldest friend.
He knows because he knows her by their nickname. Well, he's met so many because
Yeah,
all
I
of my
mean,
oldest
you-
friends
Okay,
are still around.
Name three good friends she has.
Mika, Ross, Marianne.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
that is everything. Kudos to you. 'Cause I don't know any of my man's friends.
Okay, Cece, what does Byron like to eat for breakfast?
A smoothie. smoothie.
Say, that was
What he likes. What does he like?
Okay, so we usually have a smoothie,
No, just
but our
before
breakfast
you.
takes place. Before me?
Yeah.
Oh, well, wait a minute.
He likes eggs, bacon, and toast.
Right, but he doesn't eat that now. This is
That's true.
before me.
That's
This is
true.
before me. So what he has now is
Smoothie every morning.
Nice.
Look at how she works. Lord. What is Cece's shoe size, Byron?
6.5.
Oh, you knew that?
Easy.
Wow, I know. I have
He
small
bought you some
feet.
shoes.
I know.
Okay. What is Byron's favorite color?
Ooh, I want to say, well, God, I'd say purple and gold for the Lakers, but black and yellow for Pittsburgh Steelers. Blue?
I was about to say blue too.
Girl, how did you get that? That was two different color.
Very good.
All right, I think y'all might be ready to walk down this aisle. All right, Byron, what is Cece's favorite food?
Well, you know she's Filipino, so I would say it's Filipino food. But I also know
She's
that
like-
she loves sushi.
Yes.
Papers, because y'all know too much about each other.
That is so good. You guys are bomb.
All right, both of you guys, night in or night out?
Oof. Night in.
I wrote it down. Night in.
All right, you guys, they are ready to walk down this aisle. I hope you get an invitation, because I want to dress up and catch the bouquet, girl.
Girl. Yes, you are next.
Now that I know you're a 6.5, we're gonna have to talk because I'm a 6.5.
Okay.
Just saying.
All right, that was questions before commitment. Now we're going to get into the trending tweets of all the super fans of Basketball Wives. Brianna, take it away.
Yes, we have a couple tweets here.
Okay.
At Betty Petty Boop says, "I love how Byron rides for Cece." Yes, that is everything.
Thank you,
That's
Betty.
Betty Boops.
Thank you.
We got
Betty Boop, not Betty Boop.
Betty Petty Boop.
Betty Petty Boops.
Thank you.
We
Thank you.
also have OG a tweet that she wanted to clear up because they said that she left the dance party from last week's episode. So she tweeted and said, "That's crazy. So allegedly, I didn't dance with the group for a bit, then go to bed. But somehow my pajamas, legs, socks, and slides made it. LMFAO, that's wild."
Yeah, that happened to me too. So she's talking about San Diego.
Yeah, San Diego.
Right.
Yes.
And then that happened to me too, because I danced and we had a good time.
Yeah.
Me, OG, and Jackie.
Just making it seem like you were petty and just left.
Yeah.
Right.
For no, right. I don't know. Okay, we're just gonna call her YouTuber. Says Malaysia annoying as F. She wanna beef with Jen so bad, and Jen don't even care about her existence. B, move along.
There's
Yikes.
some shady comments in these tweets, y'all.
Yes.
Make sure you leave us a comment, like, subscribe. Let us know what you think about what Byron and Cece are saying tonight. And let's get right into just some things we want to know about you guys. Like, how did you guys meet?
Oh. Well, we met at Equinox Sports Club in West LA.
Okay, so get a membership, lady.
Yes,
You know what's
yes,
down?
get a membership.
Wait,
get
which
a
one?
membership.
Which location?
Sports Club, Equinox on Sepulveda and Santa
Sepulveda,
Monica
I know where to go,
Boulevard.
okay.
We live there, so we still go out there every morning. Drive out there. We live out in South Bay, so we drive out there every morning. We have our friends that we work out with, and so we met there almost 5 years ago. And he just saw me, jumping into the hip hop class and doing my thing, and then
He was gym stalking you?
he was gym stalking me. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it over from here. First of all, I did see her, dancing, hip hop dancing and everything, and I would stand there literally and watch her for like 2 minutes, and then I would walk downstairs.
Because it's all glass. You can
It's all
see
glass,
from the,
and she would dance, and she turned around and she see me every now and then. I got to, started to wave, and I told my business partner and friend, I said, man, I just think she's gorgeous. I just, I got to meet her one day, and run into her. And happened one day I'm coming down and she's about to run in, and I said, listen, I just want to say I think you're a beautiful woman.
Aww.
My name is Byron. She thought I said
Myron.
So she wouldn't say my name to me for
a few
week
weeks.
until she was telling her friend, I met this guy, he seemed to be really nice. His name is Myron.
And I thought you were a new member because I hadn't seen
Hadn't
you
seen
there
him
before.
but his name is Myron. Her friend says, there's no Myrons at this. Yeah, I pretty much know everybody. So long story short, I came back one day up to her and I said, "Hey, Cece, how you doing?" She gave me a hug. We gave each other a hug. And when I walked away, she said, "That's Myron." She said, "You idiot. That's Byron Scott."
Loud and wrong.
And then I asked her hiking, and after we went hiking, we
went hiking twice.
Yeah, and
went to
then I asked her
breakfast.
That's a
dinner.
good date because I
That
feel
is
like
nice.
But now we went hiking with friends.
With friends.
We didn't go by ourselves even for the
Okay.
first 2 dates.
Yeah, so the second time we went hiking, we had breakfast together, and then after that, I said, "Listen, I want to take you to dinner, just me and you." And she said I couldn't do it. She couldn't do it that night. I said, "How about tomorrow night?" And she said I can do it tomorrow night. We went to dinner. We've been together ever since.
Aw,
That was
what a
like
lovely
July of
story.
2014 or something like that.
something
That
like
was,
that, yeah.
yeah.
So why do you think some people are saying they don't like the way that you move? Why? What could
You
they?
mean as far as the girls in the show?
Yeah. Everybody. Yeah.
I think that they're not used to somebody like me that isn't as outspoken as they are. Like, that's just me. There are other girls that are basketball wives that don't talk and act the way they do.
Right.
Like, if I'm not as outspoken, then that's my personality. I don't go judging other people just because they don't have a certain personality that I'm used to being around. I think it's just for them. I think it's a culture shock. You know, it's.
I have a question that a lot of people have been asking in the chat as well, and on Twitter. There's been this issue that people have brought about colorism within this season, especially with the way OG has been treated. And I just wanted your opinion as a minority on the show and OG's friend. Do you see that side of the franchise, like getting towards that negative colorism side?
I've definitely felt it. You know, I'm not gonna lie. You know, I feel like I'm a minority within these, you know, minorities.
Yes.
And it's hard because sometimes, you know, as a minority myself, you know, we're trying to fit in with the society, and then I come into this collective group of women, and I feel like I'm a minority again. And I just, you know, at times I feel like I don't fit in, and because of my personality being a little different, I don't fit in. So I honestly, out of all of this, I feel like sometimes the women are trying to find or reach for things that I've done. I'm not perfect. I'm not, you know, coming in here saying, "Oh, you know, look at me. I've got all this stuff going on, you know, before I met my man and I'm this perfect person." No, I'm not saying that. But because of the fact that I'm from a different culture and I'm trying to fit in with all these different, you know, women, you know, I think people are looking for, you know, why is she like that? Why is she talking like that? Why doesn't she speak up? I'm always being ostracized. And it's hard. It's difficult.
You've been able to overcome this and build a successful business by yourself. You partnering with Sephora. Can you tell me a little bit about, like, because you're actually going to be, like, have a section in the store.
Right.
So tell me about that.
Yeah. So my med spa, when I opened it, was called Rejuvenation Center. We were open for 11 years. Orange Twist approached me, and they, at the time, had about 6 locations in Orange County. They decided to have me merge with them, and their vision at the time, 2 years ago, was to open up more locations. So now we are at 25 locations, and we are kind of partnering up with Sephora. We are opening up a location inside of the Sephora at the Grove and the Santa Monica Mall, and another location out of state. I'm not quite sure which one that is.
Are they going to showcase this on Basketball Wives?
You know, I don't know. I hope so. That'd be great.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
And what about
that'd be
you,
great.
Byron? Primetime Basketball League, it's touring in Asia. Tell me about that really quickly before we get out of here.
Primetime Basketball is a league for ex-NBA players, or at least players who had a year of experience in the NBA to play in this league. And this league will be touring in in Asia in November, and then we'll go to China in January. And what we're trying to do really is, a lot of players in the NBA have been kind of pushed to the side, didn't get to live the life that they expected to as far as, you know, playing in the NBA. And we're trying to gather all these guys together to keep their dream alive as far as the basketball part. But we also feel we got them at a time where they're a little bit more vulnerable and listening to, and a little bit more humble, where now they're starting to listen to some of the things that we're trying to say. One of those things is mentorship. You know, so that's the biggest draw we feel for our league, is that we're going to teach these guys when they're done playing basketball that they can still live a very productive life outside of basketball and not have to be like so many other players, which is like 88% of the players in the NBA after 4 years are broke.
That's super important.
And that's the one thing we want to try to solve.
That's super important. You got to work with Shaq on that because he's doing amazing.
Yes.
Are you going to maybe get in touch with him?
At some point.
Okay.
I feel like you got some connections already.
Yeah,
doing.
right now,
he's
we
like, I got
it going.
this.
Right now we got it going pretty good.
Good to see the power couple doing their thing. Thank you so much for coming out. We got a few predictions of what's gonna happen next
AfterBuzz
episode.
TV prediction.
My prediction is Phoebe is gonna catch it from Tammy. I don't think they're gonna get in a fight, but I think they're gonna have a good war of words. Well, not even war because Phoebe's scary, so she's not gonna say anything. Tammy's just gonna go off.
But see, the thing, I think Tammy's so done that when you're done, you don't even have the energy. Like, she's in a happy place. She's married. She's
busy.
She's busy,
Tammy's
but we saw her
busy.
flipping out on one of the previews. So she was flipping off of something. So she got it in her.
She got it in her for
She
sure.
got it in her. So that's my prediction.
All right, and I think that when Malaysia and Jackie get this Ponderosa going, Jackie's gonna throw this chair and maybe hit Malaysia, and it's just going down. I think it's gonna connect.
Pretty
I don't
scary.
think so.
She was close with
I
that
don't
chair.
think she's gonna connect, but I think she's gonna pick up something.
She picked up that chair, but
Oh, boy.
it was a great show, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much, Cece and
Thank you for having
Byron.
us.
Welcome.
I'm your host, Miss Conversation Piece. You can follow me on Instagram at MISS Conversation Piece. Cece, where can they find you?
At Orange Twist. Oh, at my Twitter?
Yeah, your business, all that.
Oh,
everything.
Orange Twist South Bay, right next to the Lakers Center.
Yes.
El Segundo.
Byron, where can they find you and your business?
Official Byron Scott.
All right. And you can find me on Instagram at IamB_Cheyenne, CHIANNE.
Until we meet again, we'll be back. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for watching.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.